the day you learn, you're gonna look at this IS350 and hate it, and you're gonna go get you a Type R. Heard it here first.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
in sequential order, just like that. What's going on, folks? It's Spade.
And it's Cam.
And you are watching Two Brothers Automotive with a brand new TBA news. This is episode 28, and we're about to hit you guys with the actual factuals of the car automotive world. Cam, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, I'm gonna get started. I'm good on you knowing the episode number.
I'm locked in, bro. 2026, I ain't fucking around.
All right.
I'm locked in.
Spade. What if I told you that Honda Civics, specifically the Type R, are $50,000 now? 50. That's the headline. Honda Civic Type R 2026 model starts at $50,000. Now technically, it starts at $48,090.
Rounded.
With $1,100 delivery fee.
Okay.
So after that in your taxes, you paying over 50 bands.
Yeah, see,
unless you know the dealer and you that's your cousin or something. Y'all work some kind of under the table deal out. But yeah, you spend 50 bands on a Civic Type R, and this is big news because if you're not familiar with the Type R, the reason it has become a legend in the auto world is because it was always a budget beast of being able to get a car that was fun to drive, could put it on the track, it was gonna perform. Everything you want out of a driver focused car, you could get out of this Type R without having to spend a premium price tag. But that whole without a premium price tag is no longer the case. And I say without a premium price tag, $50,000 in this market is on the cheaper side, but it's still $50,000, and everybody ain't got $50,000. Spade, this also made me want to look at its competitors nowadays and see, what they cost going around today. So we got the GR Corolla from Toyota, which is at $41,000.
Okay.
The Golf R, which is at $50,000, which is, that to me is the more egregious of the two. But then you got the Subaru WRX, which ranges from $39,000 to $49,000, depending on which trim and, options and stuff you get.
Okay.
You got the Hyundai, however you said, Elantra N, going for $36,000, which probably is the best bargain out of this class now, for sure. But Spade, my question to you and the viewers, and even to myself, $50,000, and for right now, we'll say within this class of car, is the Type R still your choice? And I must mention that the Type R is the only one that comes in a manual, and I believe it only comes in a manual. So that is something to note.
So, is it a facelift? Does it get any improvement?
That's I'm glad you asked that, because as far as we know today, nothing. Absolutely nothing has changed from this year to last year's. Honda is, like everybody else, citing that tariffs are the reason the price is going up.
Of course.
But yeah, we aren't getting any type of new, facelift, interior updates, material updates. None of that stuff has been cited. It is just same old Type R that's been coming out since the last time they refreshed it. Just price of the brick that went up.
Maybe I'm gonna shoot them some bail, but I'm not as taken aback by this news. For starters, I feel like I don't know where this car, the first time the Type R came across my life, I don't know what that car was trading at, but there were points in its time when dealers sold for over MSRP. Like that car fetched more than MSRP a few times. So I honestly, I thought it was in the $50,000 range anyway. Now maybe I'm just missing.
It was close. Last year it was 46, basically 46.
I can assure you, some dealer somewhere was selling this car for about 50 grand.
Probably.
Now whether that's right or wrong, I mean, because technically, one could assume dealers could still go over MSRP now that it's actually 50.
Yeah.
So it still could be more expensive. But I got to be honest, and I feel bad that I'm saying this because I don't want to empower car manufacturers to continue to hike up pricing.
Yeah.
We're seeing that all across the board, all kinds of cars.
Yeah, even expensive cars are already expensive.
Yes, man. Don't get us started.
Yeah.
Base model Porsche is
100
at 130.
Yeah, it's nasty.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I really like this car. And of the cars in its class that you mentioned that it competes with, to me, it's only one choice in that group, and that is the Honda Type R. And not just because of the fact that it is a budget, like a entry car into the track world. It's a formidable opponent on the track. And one of the things, like, yes, you can get a few cars and take them to the tracks. The question, and one of the reasons why the Type R is loved and respected, and one of the reasons why people love brands like Porsche is because you can take this car to the track, you can beat the hell out of it, and it will withstand the beating.
Yep.
And
go right back to being a grocery getter.
Absolutely. So I know, like, a long time ago, we did a comparison here on this channel between the Type R and the Elantra N. And, like, when you look at the numbers, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
But I was on record as saying, and forgive me, I don't trust that I can beat the hell out of that Hyundai and drive it 3 years later and it still feels like the same driving experience. Yep. I'm not convinced. And Hyundai, don't get me wrong, you guys have been improving, and maybe, you know, maybe you've got the proof that can shut me up. But for my money, I believe I can get in that Type R. I can take it to the track. I can beat the hell out of it, and it'll still be a great car. So for me, I'll still put 50 bands on it.
Okay. For me, first, I'm gonna preface this with, I don't know how to drive a manual, but for the sake of this argument, I'm gonna pretend that I can drive a manual.
Absolutely.
And all cars are available. Even with that spade, I think I might look at the GR Corolla. And even though I know the Type R is a better performer, I believe the Type R is a little bit bigger.
Yeah, think. Maybe.
And then just like I said, you know, the track, craftsmanship, all that stuff, I believe the Type R wins. But I think what I have to sacrifice for the savings isn't that bad with the GR Corolla, and it's from another reputable brand. Absolutely. That, like, I think even if I want to take this car, GR Corolla on track and beat it up and then daily drive it, I think the GR Corolla is going to handle that.
I have to agree.
And that, you know, I'm saving $9,000, and I'm still getting a pretty good looking car. I like the Type R. I like the GR Corolla. The Golf R, to me, the Golf R being $50,000 is the worst offender out of this class.
And visually, I love the Golf R.
Yeah.
But again,
Volkswagen.
I don't know if that car gonna hold up.
And even, like, not only if it doesn't hold up, but still, the maintenance, Volkswagens are not cheap to maintain. Like, they not, even just the normal sedans, they not cheap to maintain. So you getting a performant Volkswagen that ain't a Porsche, like, yeah, I don't know if you can justify that. Subarus, I'm not a big off-road guy, so like that, to me, that's kind of their bag, and that don't really speak to me. And I don't dislike the WRX, but it doesn't move me. It just, I see the WRX and I think car. Like, it just
them Subi Fest boys about to get on your
I'm
head.
sorry, like, it ain't bad, but it's just like it don't move me.
And then I can't lie.
The Elantra N, I think the styling of it is great. I think what they've done with that inline is great. You know, they have a little performance line going, and they got their own little cult following with the people who love them. They swear by them. At $36K, I can't argue. It's probably the best value of this class, like, for sure. Because I don't think the gap between the Elantra N and maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't think the gap between the Elantra N and the Type R is 14 bands. I don't think you losing that much going to the Elantra N, but I don't like the Elantra N more than I like the GR Corolla. And $36K to $41K, I'm willing to eat that price difference. So I think I have no problem picking the Type R. I think Type R would be my second choice, but for me, I think just saving 10 bands, I can put the 10 bands into doing some cosmetic or even tuning that GR Corolla. Like, I think the GR Corolla would be my pick. But
that's fair.
That's kind of where I got on it. If you are a Type R fan or somebody who is aspiring to get a Type R, obviously the price going up, you don't love that. But if you were trying to get it, are you still trying to get it? Are you off the new train? You want to try to go get one used? I know this guy, he's never buying a new car, so it was never a thought to him anyway. But it does suck that the way the economy going is that $50,000 is the new $30,000 almost as far as cars go. And it sucks that another budget beast is now falling victim to price hikes going up. I think the Miata is like the last one we haven't heard of just like the price is shooting up. And this ain't wood, but I'm gonna knock on it and hope that, you know, it can survive the storm. But yeah, that's all I got, Spade.
I didn't know you was gonna go there.
Okay.
But it's crazy because my topic for this show is eerily similar.
Okay.
I have good news and I also have bad news if you are a fan of the Lexus IS line.
Okay.
So the Lexus IS survives.
Good news.
There was a lot of speculation that maybe the IS entire line was going to be gone, and it's not. So the IS survives. It gets a facelift, which, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the second or third facelift of this generation. And I believe this, don't quote me on this. Yeah, I don't even want to guess that one. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a bit about the refresh, what you can expect. Obviously, start on the outside, you get a new front fascia. It's nothing, you know, groundbreaking, but when you see the 26 by the 25, they definitely switched up the front a bit. Okay. There's some steering improvements. They restyled the interior. Now, I'm not going to go as far as to say they redesigned the interior, but they restyled the interior, and there's some improvements to the suspension. They made it handle a bit better. All welcome changes. All right. Now, the news that makes it, to me, not great news is the king of the IS lineup, the IS 500, does not return. So that means that this is yet another, once upon a time, V8 sedan gone. And I think I don't know, maybe 3-4 episodes ago, we talked about sedans in general, but we specifically talked about how once upon a time you had numerous choices for V8 sedans, and you just do not anymore. Like, they are going away.
Does one exist anymore? Was that the last one?
Well, I mean, you still got the you got the Cadillac.
That was 6-cylinder.
No.
Oh yeah.
Not the Blackwing.
No, the Blackwing gone now.
Oh, it's gone
It
too.
died. It died. Yeah. It's out of there.
I hope it's something, but in this moment, I can't think of anything.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
That's a V8.
The Blackwing was the last one.
Yeah. Well, there will be one though. I don't have it as a topic, but I do have, you know what I'm saying, insider information that the Charger that you can get as a 2-door or a 4-door, they are going to go back and put a V8 in it.
Okay.
So it will return. But as of right now, I don't know if it's anything.
Okay.
So I talked about some of the exterior improvements. On the interior side, Cam, you get a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. I feel like every company's doing this. But you also get a 12.3-inch infotainment screen. And for this car, it was welcomed, because the older ones had like an 8-inch screen.
Yeah, it had that little one. So, okay. Yeah, this ain't bad they getting a TV. Yeah.
Right. It really dated it. Now, the other piece of bad news is, much like the Type R, this car gets more expensive. So now, this car is going to start at $48,000 for the rear-wheel drive model. And if you want the all-wheel drive model, which it offers, it's going to cost you an additional $2,000. So you're going to spend 50 grand on a 3.5 liter V6 IS350. Now, an additional bit about the pricing. Last year, you could get into the IS300. So it was 3 levels. It was the IS300, it was the 350, and it was the 500, and 500 being the V8. So with this car starting off at $48,000, that makes it $6,000 more than last year's entry point, which was the 300. You could get in the 300 for $6,000 cheaper. So now, if you want an IS, there's only one option, and you're right at $50,000 for it. So much like that Type R that you talked about in the last segment, here's another car that once upon a time was a bit cheaper. Now all you can do is get it at that $50,000 price point. Cam, what do you think about the IS350, bro?
I mean, me and him had a totally unrelated conversation about sedans, and I was just like, there's no modern day sedan that like I can point to that moves me. Like, and this is just another step in that direction of like, I like the IS 500 because, again, one of the few sedans you get in the V8 from a reputable brand, a reliable V8 at that. Probably one of the most bulletproof V8s you could get on the market.
Absolutely.
350, I wasn't never really checking for it. I mean, I guess it's better than no IS.
Sporty little car.
Yeah, it's a sporty little car. I guess it's better than no IS. But again, it being 50 bands and it's just a daily cruiser, like I feel like I can find a daily for cheaper, like, and not. I'd rather get a used IS. I would go get a used IS 500 before I go get a new IS 350. Like, I just
same.
Because again, as you said, it's the 3rd time it's been facelifted, and although they facelifted it 3 times, which I want to say, if you facelifted a car 3 times, it's time new gen. Just do it all over again. Just do it all over again. But whatever. But even they facelifts, they ain't drastically different to where it's just like, oh my gosh, like I can't go back to the earlier 2 gens. Like I just can't go back to it. Yeah. I will say the screen would probably be the only thing that would move me, because that little bitty screen they had in the old one did make it look like it was like a mid 2010 car. Yeah, like very dated. But I could get past that for saving a heap of money for a used car. But yeah, I can't. I'll be honest. The Type R got a better selling pitch to justify $50,000 than the IS350.
Absolutely.
And I love Lexus. We love Toyota here. But I don't think that car gonna sell well new. Maybe I might be wrong.
Yeah. Well, was it last episode that we talked about the best selling cars of 2025?
Yeah.
So we got the data to show people don't want sedans any damn way.
Yeah.
So I mean, they don't care what
Cameron was the only one on there.
Yeah, they don't care what engine's in it. They want an SUV anyway. Yeah, I mean, for me, I gotta admit, like Cam said, I am anti-new car, and I'm not trying to push people my way. My thing is, I know cars, unless you are fortunate enough to only buy 911s, cars are depreciating assets anyway, no matter. I get it. but I prefer to put my money in a place where when I drive it off the dealership, it's still worth what I just paid for it. I don't want to drive off the dealership and it's instantly worth 10% less than I just invested. I prefer to let somebody else
eat that depreciation.
Yeah, and then but that's just me. So for me, you'll never see me in a brand new car. I've had one brand new car in my entire life. I got that experience and I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Never again. So for me, this is bad news, but as Cam said, it's some IS 500s out there. And if I'm in the market for an IS, that is definitely the car that's gonna get me. And yeah, that engine, what is it? That 2UR, it's a great engine. It's in a bunch of stuff. It was in the RCF.
Yep.
It was in the GSF. It's in the LC 500. It's in everything. And it's a naturally aspirated V8 putting out, I want to say a little over 500. It's not a big, powerful motor. Like, it don't go crazy, but it's a good motor.
So V8 still sound like a V8.
Right, but this is a naturally aspirated V6. So not only is it a V6, but this is in the era where they throwing turbos on everything. They turbocharging 4 cylinders. So it's just, I don't know if it would check the box for me. So sorry, Lexus, I'm out.
Yeah, and I mean, I was gonna ask, like, because they just piggybacked off each other like 50 bands, you buying the Lexus or the Civic, but I
already told you.
I know where you're going.
I'm going Type R.
I mean, I can't drive a manual, so if I had to pick one.
But that's an easy, like, you can't drive a manual because you don't.
I don't aspire to learn.
the day you wake up and you like, I want to give this a shot. For one, I think it's easy to learn.
Yeah.
2, I think you would really enjoy it. And 3, the day you learn, you're gonna look at this IS 350 and hate it, and you're gonna go get you a Type R. Heard it here first.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
in sequential order, just like that.
just like that.
Just like that.
That's a bit of a reach, but you know, sure. Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks seeing like the budget beasts not be budget beasts no more. And like when you look at the field, it's like, oh yeah, they still, you know, best bang for buck, but car prices going up, people wages, we'll assume they staying the same, but really
they ain't going up.
For the prices going down, really, for what stuff costs these days. So yeah, it's just tough right now. It's tough. It sucks. So I encourage you, if you like either of these models, go get a used one. Do not get fleeced buying a new one off the market. Or if you want this model year, wait like 6-7 months till somebody get it and like they don't want to drive it anymore. Or a year.
Or what I hope don't happen is people gonna look at this and go, oh no, I can't get the V8 I want. They're gonna start,
and the price of the used one's gonna go up.
Spike the price.
And I actually do think that's gonna happen. Not so much for the Type R because the car ain't changed. I think that used one's gonna stay whatever it is. Sure. But for the IS 500s, if you looking at the used one, you better hurry. You better hurry up and pony up the date because I think the price of that gonna go up exponentially.
Price of the brick going up.
Yeah. I do got one question though. Yep. Based on these two topics, I know we are on Lexus, but Type R is a little more interesting. Outside of, take any car, you got 50 bands. Are you going new Type R? Or are you going, assuming you buy new cars? I know, but pretend for the sake of this, you would buy a new car.
It's tough. I feel bad because I like the Type R, but I'm not gonna lie. Every point in my life where I've even thought about a Type R, I do just that. I look at the field. Because I'm not a new car guy, there's so many cars. Because, you know, man, likely, knowing me, I'll probably get a C6 and mod the shit out of it.
Yeah. I can see that. And C6 was like 30?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Cayman, the first car. Cayman, the first car to come out. Used Cayman is the first car to come to my mind. And I'm like, yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way. Sound off in the comments. Is there? If you got 50 bands, you get a new Type R.
What are you buying with 50 grand? Yeah. Are you getting a new Type R? Are you getting a new IS 350 V6 naturally aspirated?
I'm sure nobody's getting that.
Somebody's gonna get it. Bro.
I don't know about that. So, Spade, a few episodes ago, I talked about Jeep hybrid models, specifically the 4xe, Grand Cherokee, and the Wrangler.
Yep.
How they had a pretty catastrophic recall where the batteries were essentially causing the car to kind of blow up. Cars catching on fire. Jeep like, yeah. Don't park it by anything you care about because because we don't really have a fix for it right now. They also had not notified owners yet. I hope that has happened at this point.
I'm sure it has.
I'm not too confident, but we'll see. But Spade, got some more news. Jeep and Chrysler, but we don't really care about them. Jeep and Chrysler have axed their hybrid models, including the Wrangler And the Cherokee 4XE, they are no more. And the Chrysler that's also included in this is the plug-in hybrid EV Pacifica, which is the minivan. I hate minivans. I will never own one. If I somehow had that many kids, I will be driving a 3-row SUV, but I will not be getting a minivan. I don't care what y'all say. People tried to sell me on it. No, thank you. But yeah, so that's part of this too. But the biggest story for me is the Jeep Wrangler and the Cherokee 4XE, and especially the Wrangler, because a few years ago, the Wrangler was the best-selling hybrid in the country. The best-selling hybrid in the country. And I believe since then, it has had nothing but catastrophic recalls, because in I'm trying to remember my old notes from a couple videos ago, but I believe in 23 and 24, it had a recall because something with the battery was causing it to catch on fire. And then this latest recall is a different issue with the battery and the engine. I believe it had to do with the hybrid engine, not the battery. That was also causing like catastrophic engine failure, and the car could like blow up and burst into flames. So ever since it held that title, it's just been downhill ever since.
That's and great.
I got a quote that I'm gonna pull up. About Stellantis coming out and saying why they're axing these models. And just to forewarn you, I believe it's a bunch of crock, but I'm gonna read it anyway. So, quote, Stellantis continually evaluates its product strategy to meet evolving customers' needs and regulatory requirements. This is also coming from Stellantis spokesperson, so we don't know who it is, but spokesperson. With customer demand shifting, Stellantis will phase out plug-in hybrid models in North America beginning with the 2026 model year and focus more on competitive electrified solutions, including hybrid and range-extended vehicles where they best meet customer needs. This approach reinforces the company's commitment to offering advanced propulsion systems that maximize efficiency and provide options from internal combustion to hybrid range extended and fully electric solutions. The spokesperson continued, and I'm gonna end the quote there. That's a bunch of malarkey. They are axing these cars because they keep blowing up and they ain't got a clue in the damn world on what to do. Because the car done had catastrophic recalls for like 3-4 years straight now. All this, they keeping on what the consumer want. I don't want to hear that. Y'all, these cars blowing up when they send them out the factory, and y'all sitting there with your hands caught out, don't know what to do. So they like, hey, you know what? Let's just go ahead and end this, and yeah, throw that Chrysler in there too before that minivan blow up with some kids in there. Yeah, Spade. These your guys. What kind of bill you gonna give them here?
These are not my guys.
Not Jeep, but Stellantis.
I don't know who that is. No, this is bad. Like, imagine you are a person that like new cars. You forked over a substantial amount of money to purchase one of these Wrangler EVs. You have some trouble with it, and you're hoping like they're gonna get it under control. And then you see the news article that's like, you know what, we washing our hands.
Yeah, we out.
That make you realize like maybe even if I haven't had problems with my car, it doesn't make me feel good. You know,
seemed like a bad investment real quick.
It really feels like they got in over their head and they was like, we need to cut our losses and get up out of here.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you got one and recalls happen, they still gonna take care of you. But I mean, it really looks like a purchase was made that you should not have made.
Yeah.
It don't look good.
And before this announcement, Spade, they were on an active stop sale of the 4XE model. Like they stopped selling them. And they took them off the website of like building and pricing. Ghost took them off before they even announced it. So yeah, I think this is more so, oh shit, we keep having these catastrophic failures. Like, let's jump out of the car before we have another one.
Nah, I agree.
And to give them some credit, hey, kudos to y'all for knowing y'all can't get this right. Let's just move on from this project. And I say kudos lightly because y'all know I'm not no Stellantis fan, but at least they didn't drop another model year where a car was blowing up with somebody. Because we don't have reports of any injuries being of this, and I'm thankful of that. If you own this car, I'm gonna give you the extreme advice to get rid of it. It's not legal advice. Don't come and sue me if you be getting financial troubles with that. But if you can,
I don't know what your trade-in value gonna be.
Yeah, you might get pennies for it. Right. Take the GameStop, they might give you the 360 game for it.
Oh, game. You go owe them.
GameStop gonna be like, give us the car and like $100. Yeah. But yeah, man, be careful if you still gonna rock this model. I'm sure the used market for this is going to tank because, like, of course, one, because of the recalls, and two, now that it's gone, like, yeah, I don't understand it. But it's crazy that it went from the best selling hybrid in the country to don't touch this with a 10-foot pole or a 20-foot pole rather. You should probably not even be within a mile radius of it.
And I feel like that's something we should say. We talk about recalls a lot, and I've had somebody hit me up, and I don't remember what car we was talking about, but it was like, so these cars are bad. Are you saying these cars are bad? And I was like, well, let's be clear with recalls. Like, you could have a car and have 0 issues with it. It could be a great car to you for 10, 15 years. When we talk about what's a good car and what's a bad car, we're basically talking about the percentage of them that will give you problems.
The average user experience.
Right. You could never have issues, which is crazy. I drive a Dodge, and I've had 0 issues with mine. That don't necessarily mean that they are great, reliable cars. I have a great, reliable car. Luckily, whoever worked on the assembly line that day was locked in. Whoever working on the assembly lines now, they on tic-tac. They scrolling tic-tac when the parts is coming down. You know what I'm saying? They sandblasting the engine.
You think that's what happened?
Getting all the sand out of some shit.
You think they on TikTok? How you know they young? How you know?
Cause I know, you know what I'm talking about? But it's crazy. I like how we locked in. 2026, bro, I feel like we locked in because, again, I didn't know that was going to be your topic.
Okay.
But my topic, Stellantis, hold on. Let your boy do work.
I've got good news. Try that good news. Yeah.
I have good news.
Okay.
Guess what? If you are a fan of trucks, if you are a fan of power, I got good news for you. For 2027, Dodge reclaims its title as the most powerful pickup truck you can buy here in the States. And they did this while being more affordable than their competitor. Let's talk about the new TRX, shall we?
Aren't you a Ford guy? Ford you into?
Not right now. Not right now, Cam. You got to know when to jump in with your Ford fanship. Not right now, bro. So listen, for 2027, the SRT badge returns to the TRX. Now, listen, y'all thinking, wait a minute, the TRX has always had the SRT badge, but at the end of 2024, we was being told no more SRT, no more that engine. And I say this name a lot on this show because I'm a fan of him.
Oh boy.
Let's talk about Tim Kuniskis, baby. Tim did it. So listen, Tim wants you guys to know that not only is the TRX back and the SRT badge is back, he says it's a more hellacious V8. This ain't even, he ain't run it back. He said, we ain't just pick up old motors off the floor and put them back in. What he said is, it's not just the same V8. It is a retuned version of the previous 6.2 liter V8. Instead, it's a new variant with a revised engine management and hardware from the company's orange and red engine blocks. So peep game, what you're gonna get in this big old motor is help from a 2.4 liter supercharger. That gives it 75 more horses, Cam. It already had a ton. 75 more horses, 30 more pounds-feet of torque, which totals out at 777 horses, bro, and 680 pounds-feet of torque. And you got to be thinking like, oh, it don't matter, it's not going to put it. Wrong. All-wheel drive, hook and book. Hook and book. Okay. So the competitor at the end of 2024, when the SRT badge and the TRX stepped away, it made the Ford Raptor the most powerful pickup truck you could buy here in the States. Well, you know what, Ford, move on over. Not only is the TRX back, but the TRX is cheaper than the Ford Raptor. Cam, if you in the market, why is this funny?
Because you know I'm not in the market for no truck.
First of all, I need you to mature yourself. This is a very serious topic. You know what I'm saying? If you are in the market for a pickup truck, let's say you want to haul some shit, but you ain't got all day. You need to get there and back. You got stuff to haul.
It's a very specific use case that I never in, but sure.
You never know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're going to be a mule. Who knows? Are you getting a Ford Raptor? Are you going to save yourself a few bucks? And are you going to get the 2027 TRX SRT?
Nah, I might have missed it in my left. What are the prices? Yeah, what are the prices?
I got the price, but I ain't even say it. Hold on, let me get the price. I'm so happy about the news. The news is what you should be excited about, Cam. Oh, it's going to start at 102,000 and some check. Let's just round up. Let's say 103,000.
And the Ford Raptor, what, 105, 110?
Nah, I think it's more than that. You know what's crazy? Jeez. If you get the Raptor Type R, I'm going to look it up.
Wait, that's a thing? Raptor Type R?
The Raptor R.
Okay, I was going to say, they just stole on the whole thing.
It's the Raptor R. Listen, I ain't even got to look this up. I was playing around looking at cars because that's what I do. I saw a Raptor R for $270,000.
No.
I promise you.
For what?
Almost $300,000
For
pickup
what?
truck.
For what?
Because you might need to be a mule.
Truck people, y'all spending that much money on truck? And if so, what the heck? What you doing with it? Like, are you hauling that? Or is that show car?
Nah, ain't nobody hauling with no $300,000 truck.
But what you doing with a truck that powerful? It's not hauling it. You racing it?
Yes.
Against what though? Other trucks?
Yes.
Is that fun though? Cause it's like
yes. These questions are crazy.
Is that fun?
Yes.
Maybe. Okay.
I want to see. See, what I don't like is they have so many like variants.
Yeah.
So it said it starts at 114.
So it's like what $12,000 different? Yeah,
that's a substantial savings.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a truck guy, but if I had to pick between two, like, because I'm not a truck guy, I'm definitely like, all right, who give me the best bang for buck?
Oh, I like this. It says, but with fees and options like the $2,500 destination charge, prices quickly reach $122,000.
No, I don't thank you. I mean, I would.
So which one you get?
I walk.
No.
Because I'm not.
You got this product to move, Cam.
I can't rent a car.
And listen,
U-Haul.
Let's just assume, for the sake of my scenario, this product you got to move. The people who want this product moved, they not nice people. You don't want to play around with these people, okay? Now, which one of these trucks? You gonna give me an answer, sir? Which one of these trucks?
I mean, it would be the Dodge just for the money.
Oh,
for the
Tim
money.
Kaniskis did it again.
For the money.
Tim Kaniskis.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm not a Dodge fan, but as far as knowing your consumer, like Tim Kaniskis, well, he just got back what 24, 2 years ago.
I want to say it might have been 25.
Yeah.
But
if Tim Kaniskis was the guy, he left. Dodge went to shit, and they was like, all right, we've tried everything.
Sorry.
Please come back. Yeah. And I don't know if he just came back for Ram, right? I don't think
he was the Ram CEO, but just recently here in January 2026, he was announced, and I'm finna jack this title up. I think they made him like President of American Operations.
Okay, they done made a position to say you back over everything.
Okay. Save us.
Yeah, okay, I got it. So yeah, Tim Kaniskis, he that guy as far as
Tim.
American just stupid power. Like he gonna give it to you every chance he get.
Me and Tim here.
I will say the biggest, like I said, it being that cheaper than the competition, I think that's the biggest feat because I think these days people can pull power if they really want to make a car powerful. I think anybody can do it. They really put their mind to it. But as far as doing that and making it, not crazy expensive compared to the field is a big achievement. Again, I'm not in that market, so just spending that kind of money on a pickup truck just seems insane to me because when I see them, I'm like, yeah, they got a lot of power, but I'm like, for that money, I'm expecting like premium. Like I want the finest leather. I want deviated stitching.
Tim is giving you that. That leather in there might still moo at you.
Bro,
when you sit in that joint, it might moo.
Bro, it's a Dodge.
Hey, listen, man.
Man, it's probably piano black all up in the interior. And I ain't even seen it. I already know it's cheap plastic everywhere.
Nah. I want to make something very clear here for the Two Brothers Automotive listeners. I am truly a fan of Tim Kaniskis. And listen, I crack a lot of jokes on this show, but I'm dead serious. I like this dude because they call this dude like the father of like American muscle. He like the godfather of this. If you look at whether you like him or not, listen, don't get me wrong.
His body work crazy.
Point, the Mopar, like the stigma that came with owning a Mopar made me almost want to park mine forever. I didn't like the image that went with owning a Mopar. It was just a bunch of knuckleheads doing crazy stuff, takeovers and all this other goofy shit. But what he did is iconic, bro.
I mean, he the reason why you see Chargers and Challengers and Hellcats and Scat Packs and Kitty Cats and
those numbers was
Rail Cats.
Stupid, bro.
Bro,
I never thought I would live to see the day where you could go to a dealer. I knew you could do all kind of stuff aftermarket, but you could walk into a dealership, spend your money, and leave with an 800 horsepower car. I never thought I'd see that. And you could do it for just shy of $100,000.
Yeah.
Tim, you the guy, bro.
Yeah. Hey, if you in the trucks, you getting the Dodge, the Ram over the Raptor? Because
it's only one answer.
He's saying there's only one answer. I feel like
almost 800 horses.
I feel like the Ford guy is gonna jump you, and he a Ford guy. Don't let him fool y'all.
I'm a Ford guy when you talk about the standard pickup truck. But when you get into the performance pickup trucks, I'm a Dodge guy. Let's be clear.
Is that possible? That's like kind of.
It's possible, Cam. Let's go.
That's like being a Lakers and a Celtics fan. How
you
you
on it too long because then it starts sounding like it's not possible. But if you just roll with it, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you killing me, bro.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
All right, hey, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know. Hey, you team Ram, you team Raptor R, just in general, you Dodge.
You can call it a Type R. That ain't what it's called.
Nah,
why not?
Nah, I think Honda gonna send something in the mail. They try that one.
Right.
Nah. How you feel about the Civic costing $50,000? The LS 500 going away, and now you spending 50 bands. The IS 500 going away, and you spending 50 bands for the IS 350. Everything, the dollars ain't stretching as far as they used to no more. You gotta be smart about where you putting your money. Sound off in the comments. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, all the socials. Y'all know. Until next time, peace.